Alright, here's a quick down and dirty tutorial, I suppose, on some 8-ring stuff. I'm a little rusty at this. I don't use these that often, but I will show you what I guess I know, and hopefully it helps. So 8 rings, basically the way you make them is generally just take two juggling rings and tape them together, kind of like that. You got 4 of them, so you make 2 sets. They look like 8s. That's why they're called 8 rings. And then the idea is you spin them in different ways. That will give you neat patterns and configurations. You can do all sorts of things. Like I said, I'm rusty, but that's the general idea. In order to spin them around, you need to hold them with all your index fingers on one side, your thumb on the other, and then what you do is you basically will take your fingers and bring one pair of fingers, like I'm going to bring my pinky and my ring finger under, and then I'm going to push and rotate so it kind of stops with my fingers kind of doing this Vulcan thing, and then my thumb's going to push it back around. So it would be kind of like this, and then back across. So it go like that. And then if you do it the other way, of course, you put those other fingers down below and then spin it around. So this one way, see how my fingers are doing this cross thing, thumb catches, fingers come up around. And of course, back the other way, fingers, thumb on the bottom, fingers back on the top. Of course, if you hold it sideways, same deal. It'd just be in this kind of more sideways configuration. So if you hold them this way, then they spin. If you hold them this way, they start with your fingers on the sides, but then as you start spinning them, of course, as you rotate your hands, you can do different things. So if you hold them, you can just spin them around like this, where they just both rotate. You can stop one, and then if you move your arm and you hold one and isolate it, then what you would do is you would walk your fingers around as your arm rotates. So see, here it goes down and then back around. It's a little hard to do slow, but the idea would be and then you could rotate, and then you could isolate the other one to a point, and you could rotate it again. Go back the other way, which I'm not very good at with my right hand. I'm left-handed. So with my left hand, I kind of spin it a little bit differently. That's a little bit more fluid, I suppose, at least this direction. If you can tell, my fingers are a little bit more, I'm actually keeping my middle finger more out of the equation, I guess, or out of the rotation, and I'm more walking my fingers around. This one, I'm kind of doing more of this like Vulcan thing, just because this is my weaker hand. Although I'm not very good at going the opposite direction with my left hand too well. So yes, I know I say I'm a lot, but not really doing the YouTube thing a whole lot. Anyway, so if you hold them together like this, you can rotate them and, you know, together same, together opposite, split time, all that stuff. You can stop one, let it rotate and isolate while the other one spins. You can put them together. And bring them up, rotate them, flip them. All sorts of neat things you can do with them. Bring them out. So there is some movement with your arms too. It's not just spinning in a static place. Your arms move around too, especially to do like the isolation type stuff. Your arms do actually go around as you move the rings around, or as your fingers walk around the ring. You actually, as your fingers walk around the ring when you're doing like an isolation, your arm is also moving too. I think that's really about it. You can do some things where if you hold them together, I don't know if you can see, there's like a little bit of a gap there, and if you rotate it this way, you can kind of make like a butterfly wing deal. I don't know if that's what it's really called. If you get really good, you can spin them like this. And do it way smoother than I can. And change it. Rotate one. Anyway, quick recap. Hold it like this. Sideways, this way. Fingers go under, push, thumb catches, your fingers come back up. And that's how these spin. To spin it this way, spin it the other way, and then it's just the opposite, the other fingers that will go down. You can do isolations where one stays at the same place and then you walk it around. You can do 2, 4 8 rings if you can hold 2 sets in one hand like I just showed you. And that's really it. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see if I can answer them. Later.